So I'll be doing some guitar playing through this soon, through some different amps. I have a Marshall half stack. It's a 50 watter. I've got a Fender Blackface Bassman 212 cab with an amp, and that's about, I think that's in the 50 watt range. I forgot now. Anyway, this isn't made for super blasting. I don't think the driver probably in this original bag design was a high output driver. You'd be better off if you play this. I'll also be running it through a little Vox practice amp through a micro Marshall cab, and I don't know, it's got like a whopping 4 watts in it. But you place this between the amp and the speaker cabinet and hit the switch with it strung on your shoulder. When it's time to go Peter Frampton or Joe Walsh or Jeff Beck or whoever you want to be, and then off you go. So we'll see you soon. Alright, this is Rebo here with you again about the Kustom Electronics, the bag, talkbox, vintage 1969. This is part 2 basically of a demo for this vintage talkbox, and I'm outside, more natural light, but just wanted to kind of give you a quick overview. Well, let's start at the top. This is the original cap. The plastic tubing here, I'm just out here on my porch, so hopefully the motorcycles won't get to you too much. Traffic noise and whatnot. So let's start at the top. The cap, plastic cap that screws on. I've looked inside here. It's aluminum. It's a tube that goes down to basically a horn driver. It's lost some of its fringe. It's gotten kind of delicate over the years. I've owned it since 1975. The clear plastic tubing is not original. I put that on so long ago, I don't even remember when it was, probably in the 80s at some point. If you see this up close like I can, in good light, you'll see that it's ambered. But the original tubing was blue like this. This is the original blue tip that was on the real thin blue tubing that these came out with, which was about, I don't know, 2.5, 3 feet long. So this was, I ended up making a longer bit of tubing for it. This is the on-off switch down here. This bag still works fine. Where the switch is at, inside there has become loose. I've never taken this thing apart, although I will say that if you look closely here, you can see these rusty metal rings, one at the top and one at the bottom. This looks like, you know, well, I don't know, it's 41 years old, but I get rusty sometimes myself. And the idea was you put a guitar strap on it, strapped it over your shoulder, hit the switch, and you were good to go. So, as you can see, the fringe is taking a beating. I've tried to, every time I handle it, I try to watch it, but this is the original cloth. You can see the cable coming out that plugs into your amp and your speaker cabinet. I'd say it's probably about a 20-foot cable, maybe like a mic cable. These are the original ends. There's a Y, that's all factory. This is all original here. You can see that's old enough to where it's looks like it's, you know, kind of corroded looking. I've never taken this bag apart to see what kind of driver's inside. It'd be interesting to find out. and I'm working on getting more information about the actual driver that was inside here. But that's basically, I'm out here on my porch, so a little noisy out here. But these are the original connectors. Hang on a second, I'll show you what the insides look like. So we've got male, female, and these are the original connectors from the factory. The plastic ends on them, they just unscrew. Alright, so anyway, my last video, the first one I did with my LED lights and fog machine, it's a little harder to tell what this looked like. It works fine. This is what I'm kind of considering more of a museum piece for a collector, actually. It will only increase in value, and it's designed to be worn on your shoulder. You might have seen some older Jeff Beck clips where he's used this very same design in about 1974. It honestly is not going to sound that much different from any other talk box. It's just that this is so rare, and it's kind of a historical piece, and it still works, and you just don't see them anywhere. Nowhere on YouTube or eBay, or I haven't seen any current ones anywhere, any clips for any. They're just old clips of way back when.